everybody, and welcome to another episode of The Commute.
Where I will be your driver.
And I will be your passenger.
And today, I think we'd like to start by saying we'd like to thank the Tech Lane podcast for lighting a fire under our ass and getting us started doing this again. We'd let it go for too long and just
we
made a habit
small
out of
break,
it.
And it ended up being a longer break. But we're gonna put the link to their podcast.
Yeah, check it out.
The video here. So we have, for the past 8 years, astronomers have been scratching their heads over a series of strange radio signals emanating from somewhere in the cosmos. Well, now the mystery has deepened. What they did was they took a bunch of the transmissions, these radio bursts that they call, and they took 11 of them that go back as far as 2007, the latest of which was captured by the Parkes Radio Telescope in May of last year. And when they looked at a specific feature called dispersion measure, which represents the time differential between the detection of a burst high and low frequencies. Low frequencies travel more slowly through space dust, thus take longer than high frequencies to reach Earth. The pulse was in multiples of the number 187.5. Every single burst was exactly the same length. And they said that's weird. Anytime they usually get these bursts, it can come from a supernova explosion or something like that.
Yeah, that's what I was going to think.
But they're never even, because as dust particles and things go through the radio waves, it changes them. So they said you never have the exact length of time. They can be close, but never the exact length. So they said they got to look deeper into this. They're saying, is it intelligent life trying to contact, just throwing this signal out there, seeing if people can contact. They said the pulses probably are generated by some as yet identified source here on Earth, though. Could be something as simple as a cell phone base station. They said that's not the explanation. It's possible they come from a new, unknown kind of cosmic object deep in space. I don't know. I was thinking about it, and if it was something as simple as a radio tower here, do you think they'd be able to pinpoint it?
Not necessarily. I mean, it's when you're dealing with the spectrum that they're dealing with. I mean, it's I don't know how you rule any of it out that's Earth-based, really, but
I think, though, it'd be easy to figure out what kind of machines put out a radio frequency of 187.5, right?
Yeah, maybe you could limit it down to maybe a type, but then...
I mean, these are scientists. I don't want to give them ideas. I shouldn't have to give them ideas.
No, I couldn't even begin to guess, but...
And they're legit. They're, the one guy's a director for SETI Research. He was involved in it. Let's see, what else do they say? Pretty much everything I just said. So anyway, they're looking into that. I, for one, hope it's aliens.
They closed up shop on this SETI thing, didn't they?
I don't know. This didn't...
No, I mean just
where he's from.
The government program or whatever.
Oh, I don't know.
I think they
probably. Fucking government shut down everything space related.
Yeah, can't have that.
Fucking shut down NASA, right?
Close.
It's all privately done stuff now. You can rent NASA if you have money.
Yeah, I mean all the launches and stuff have been. The latest one was
poorly done.
Kazakhstan or whatever. They're doing a year-long mission where it's one guy's going up and he's in the space permanently. He's got a twin brother that's staying on Earth, and they're going to compare their vitals when he comes down after a year.
That's pretty cool. I would so dig to go into space for a year.
That'd be boring as fuck, dude.
You think so?
Yes.
I mean, when you be busy, because it's not like you just go up there and chill. You got shit to do.
Yeah, you constantly got to try to stay alive.
Yeah. Get some reading done.
Yeah.
By yourself, it'd be boring for a year.
Yeah, he went up with a Russian guy.
Tons of fun.
Tons of fun.
With a Russian? I would definitely go to space with a Russian. Preferably a hot, busty Russian, but
Yeah, but you can't really picture.
SpaceX would be the best. That'd be fun. Fucking you start at the other end of the room and go, and you push off,
start.
you know, and I'll push back. All right, we have a machine that, to me anyway, would battle the Keurig. It was called the Jevo, or the Jevo. I'm not sure how it's pronounced. Jevo. It's an appliance that delivers Jello shots on demand. It can pump out 20 chilled 2-ounce Jello shots in about 10 minutes. And it uses pods similar to the Keurig cups. Mm-hmm. So you take your flavor, whatever you want, your Jello shot you want, and you pop it in there. And you put in your favorite kind of liquor that you want. Mm-hmm. So it's like very specific to what each individual wants. And it's going to launch at a nightclub and bar show in Las Vegas at the end of March. So I guess it already happened. If mass produced, it's sure to populate the bars, college towns everywhere. This one guy, the guy that created it, Jeff Genton, realized there was no automation about making gelatin. They're sitting there looking at technology like Keurig and SodaStream, where you choose the flavor pod and the machine does all the work. Mm-hmm. There's nothing around making gelatin. The reason, okay, you can use it to make Jello shots, but he says that they also want to make them for, what did he say here? Like nursing homes, like places where they need gelatin. Nursing homes, daycare centers. You don't have to put liquor in it for this thing to work. But that's how they're trying to put it out there.
That's how he wants to sell it.
Sure, why not?
Does it come out like already made, or do you have to chill it after it comes out?
It does say. What does it say? It can be booze free. Blah blah blah. Oh, they said also in the future the powder cups can be amplified with supplements, vitamins, or medications. They're anticipating 2016 when they expect to start seeing it blow up. It doesn't say if it comes out. I'd imagine it comes out chilled, or maybe it. That's a good question. Oh no, it just says there 20 chilled 2-ounce Jello shots in 10 minutes. So it comes out chilled. 20 in 10 minutes. That's one every 30 seconds. I love it, because the thing is, when you make Jello shots, unless you make a ton of them, you're using the same liquor, and then you end up with 40 cherry ones.
Yeah.
This is like, hey, everybody grab what do they got here? Strawberry margarita, pina colada, cherry orange, apple, watermelon, lemon, mixed berry, grape, apple, banana cream pie, coffee bean. Like, they got a ton of flavors. That'd be awesome.
Well, I mean, still, you're going to end up with like 20 of the same one, though. Because one pod is going to make
20. Yeah.
So you're kind of doing the same thing. Just, I don't know. I mean, if it comes out chilled, like if it just, I don't know. That's just weird. I don't know how it works. Like you put the cup under there and it.
I guess there's probably like a. I wonder if there's like a. Because it's a powder mix in the cup.
Yeah.
So there's a thing. There's a picture of it. It's pretty big. So I guess that's filled with gelatin, and then you got to do a gelatin refill, just kind of like the SodaStream. You have to have a CO2 cartridge in there. It's only going to make so much, and then you got to refill the CO2. But I would love to have one. I think that's awesome.
I'd like to see it work, because I don't have
a price on it.
Yeah, I'm sure it's something insane.
I should have clicked on it. It says you can pre-order one right there. Should have. Oh well.
$1,000.
It's not going to be cheap at first, that's for sure.
Not for something like that.
So then in China, they found a fake Disney World. They don't call it Disney, they call it Xijingshan Amusement Park. It's an amusement park in Beijing that has absolutely nothing to do with Disney, except that they're illegally copying Minnie Mouse, Donald Duck, replica of Cinderella's castle. They even have Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs and many other Disney characters, but it has nothing to do with Disney. It says none of this is authorized, but it has not stopped the state-owned park from creating its own counterfeit version of the Magic Kingdom, in a brazen example of the sort of open and widespread copyright piracy that has Washington fuming. So they even have like a little, and that's the characters. They're pretty close. They got, that's their park. That's pretty close. United States did announce on Monday, though, that it would file a case at the World Trade Organization over rampant copyright piracy.
Man, you figure if Disney doesn't, can't have a say in that, it's over for anybody else.
Disney's going to go in and just like the one. Did we see the thing with the machine that crushes trees like in seconds?
No.
It's just
what was that?
This thing on YouTube. There's this. It's like a grinder, this giant flat grinder, and I mean it'll take trees, like giant trees like this, and in seconds just taken to the ground, shred
from the top down.
From the top down,
what?
Just shred. It's amazing. You gotta check it out. They'll go in with that shit and just castle done in 5 seconds.
Cinderella, dwarves, everything.
In out.
That's weird,
people over there are saying they don't understand why it's such a big problem. Shouldn't others be able to use those characters besides Disney? No. They own them. You know?
I guess it's, whatever your take is on that kind of thing. I don't know. I mean,
that's what your take is, but
yeah,
there's laws.
Yeah, there's laws. But it's another country.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the other thing. Are copyright laws, like, how far do they reach?
I don't know.
Is there like one national copyright center?
Well, yeah, I'm sure you have to adhere to your own country's minimum, and if it infringes on that, plus there's whatever treaties are signed between nations, I think there's some kind of shared law between, I don't know.
Well, the president of the park tells us nothing is copied from Disney and that all the characters are original creations. However, a little girl we encounter tells us that she sees Disney characters, and even the people inside the character costumes admit that they're based on Disney creations. So
it's insane, dude.
If it's cheaper, though, I'll go, because Disney is not cheap.
I don't know. I mean, what kind of... Does that promote tourism to whatever district that is? Is that what they're trying to do?
I guess. It's Beijing. I imagine they get a lot of tourism. Anyway. But I guess it's just something else. Why not?
Yeah.
People that could give two shits about Beijing but want to go to Disney. But I'm surprised it didn't even do well, because didn't they open Disney World somewhere in Europe and it failed? Like it's shut down now?
Yeah, there was Disney. There's Euro Disney. I think that's still open.
There's what, Australia Disney?
Didn't they do one in Japan?
I thought they did.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm surprised that like Disney hasn't tried to get in there and do a park.
Yeah. Unless they wouldn't let them. Yeah, they might have tried their hardest. No China for you.
We'll sell you this. It's already got the buildings, and costumes, and everything.
And we hear you got money. An Irish historian said an old cellar revealed by a Dublin sinkhole may have been part of a tunnel in 19th century politicians used to reach a brothel. The Dublin City Council confirmed a 2-foot section of Dane Street collapsed on Tuesday, and an old cellar was found at the bottom of the ensuing hole. Historians said the cellar, which officials said was being filled in with concrete, may have been part of a long-rumored tunnel believed to have been used by the politicians to visit a house of ill repute. The King of England closed down the House of Commons and House of Lords in Ireland during that time, when politicians were spending way too much time in brothels. Look, that's all you're going to do, we're shutting it down.
We're sealing off the brothel tunnel.
But you are not going to stop historians from getting to their hookers. They built tunnels from what is now the Bank of Ireland on College Green. They say if you dig deep enough anywhere around the area, you're likely to find medieval artifacts or part of the 17th to 19th century Ireland.
That's pretty cool. That's like that one show they had. What was that? Where it was like it showed like underneath all the cities, the guy would go down.
Oh yeah. What was damn it.
Hidden Underworld or something like that.
Hidden whatever.
Yeah, it's a pretty good show.
Yeah, it was pretty amazing, like how big everything was down there.
All that shit like under Paris and everything, how big it's a whole nother city like underneath.
It's like underneath of Vegas.
Or like New York, like you wonder how far like that stuff goes down, because I mean,
Yeah.
what was that, Ghostbusters, where they're like going through all the old abandoned like subway tunnels. But I mean, we were talking about the one that was in Philly like last year, that one that was shut down.
Yep.
And they were trying to like reopen it or whatever. That came around again. Like they were, yeah, I heard something like a few weeks ago where they were talking about reopening that subway tunnel, and that they didn't know if they were going to do it anyway, but they didn't know if it was going to be worthwhile, because anybody that took the subway, they now take other routes because there's no subway there. So they don't know if enough people will go back to using it to make it.
Hey, you know what? You do it as a tourist, you think?
Yeah.
They have those stupid duck boats. Yeah.
Do they have that in Philly?
Yeah, remember the one
that's right,
flipped
the one got
over and
smashed or
everybody
whatever.
drowned on it?
I'm thinking of the swan boat things up in Boston. That's the only one I've seen.
Okay, and I got a Stephen Hawking story.
Stephen Hawking.
I like him. I respect him. I usually like everything he has to say, or at least I like listening to him. I may not agree with everything.
So what's he got? A new black hole or something?
He's putting a black hole in his soul by being a douchebag.
What?
He wants to trademark his name. And now just that unseen, I said, wow, is he becoming that much of a douche? You know, or is his brain starting to go? So I said, all right, let me see what's going on here.
Trademark his name for what?
Well, here's the thing. He's not the first to do it.
To trademark his name.
It says, like author J.K. Rowling, soccer star David Beckham, and fellow physicist Brian Cox, he filed for the trademark in order to prevent people from using his name inappropriately in products. And, okay, I get that. It would also allow him to set up a charitable foundation, possibly to support research in physics or motor neuron disease. Okay.
Yeah.
It's a good cause.
That makes sense to me. Especially when he's got a reputation for being, you know, just like what you said earlier, you know, that's who he's highly respected, you know,
but
people listen to what he has to say without.
So here's the thing, if you trademark your name, can I not name my kid that? Can no one ever be named Stephen Hawking again?
I don't know about that, but I think it's.
And if
like,
you can I just say this is the Stephen Hawking, I don't know, fucking telescope? And just say, I was talking about this guy. Right? I mean, it's this guy's telescope. Look, he's even invested in the business. He gets 1% of all sales.
I think it's just so that he could get frivolous cases and stuff thrown out. You know,
Yeah.
So, you know, if there's somebody that wants to sell something, he can tell them to stop if it's, you know, shown to be using enough of his name.
Unless it's this. It says the move to trademark his name is a personal matter for him. It's not a university thing. He has taken measures to protect his name and the success it has brought. If his request is accepted, it could be worth millions of British pounds. The trademark will cover the use of his name for computer games, powered wheelchairs, greeting cards, healthcare, anything. So is he doing it for the money? Or would he take all that money and put it towards charity? That's a good thing.
Depends. I don't know. I don't think that a guy like that has a real want for tons of
Money.
cash.
No.
I can't see that being a thing.
It would be interesting to see. I'm sure if these other douchebags get their name copyrighted, he's not going to have a problem with it, and it will go through. So I'll be interested to see what exactly is done with any money that comes out of that.
I don't know. Maybe it's for like his estate or something. So like maybe after he dies, like
Keep the money going
to his family. I don't know. I mean,
But says recently he made headlines with his warning about the potential dangers of artificial intelligence, which he said could spell the end of the human race. A number of elite tech leaders, including Elon Musk and Bill Gates, have sounded similar alarms, although experts say the development of machines with human-like intelligence is many decades away. They obviously never saw Terminator.
But it goes back and forth, like, on stories like that too. Like, sometimes they'll say it's decades away. Other people will say,
yeah, it's right around the corner.
It could happen any time.
They already have it, but they just have to tweak it. I guess it depends if you truly believe or not.
That Elon Musk guy, that's the dude that's trying to do all the different, like, Mars missions and intergalactic travel. And, fucking.
I thought that was the.
It's the Tesla guy too.
Guy.
Yeah, no, that's the. Oh, I know who you mean. Where he did Virgin Galactic or whatever, trying to do that. Yeah, but the Elon Musk guy, he's the guy from. I think he started that Tesla Motors company, all the electric sports cars, and yeah, but he's got a bunch of different things going on. Because, like, yeah, I've seen, like, things he was talking about doing, like, travel between, like, continents and stuff, like a different type of train that's almost like it's like a vacuum tube mixed with, like, a
magnets.
Yeah, like electromagnet, and it just kind of fires you through the fucking tube at, like,
that'd be awesome.
12,000 miles an hour or whatever. Yeah, I mean, it's like super fast travel. I mean, you get from, New York to London in like an hour, something like that.
I found out today that if they dug a hole, like with a tube, straight through the earth, it would take you 42 minutes to fall through to the bottom, or the middle.
To the middle? Or?
To the center of Earth.
42 minutes. That seems...
It's a long fucking time to fall.
Yeah. Still, that seems low. That number.
Seems low to get to the middle of the planet?
Yeah. To me. Because you figure terminal velocity doesn't increase with...
But they said that the gravitational pull would be different. And it would do something to the air around you and allow you to almost be like pressured through, like sucked through. Because I guess because the Earth is spinning, and the more to the outside you are, like the gravitron, you're more likely to have resistance against you. But if you're in the center, there's no resistance.
Oh, okay. So once you reach a certain point, you kind of break that that outside centrifugal barrier, and
so I don't know.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Something we're talking about. But all right, well, that'll do it for this episode of The Commute. Thank everybody for watching. If you want to, please like and subscribe on YouTube and Facebook. You can contact us on Twitter @DriverPassenger, or send us an email about anything you want at thecommutepodcast@comcast.net. Thanks again, and hope to see you soon.